Don't Remember, a Taylor Sage FBI suspense thriller, Book 5, written by Molly Black, read by Susan Marlowe. Prologue. Every moment in Special Agent Taylor Sage's life had come down to this. The old, weathered cabin door swung open in front of her. A gust of cold, musty air filled her nose. The floorboards creaked beneath her feet as she took an uneasy step inside, her heart pounding violently in her throat. If Taylor was right, then Angie, her sister, who vanished without a trace 20 years ago, could be here in this cabin. She'd found the symbol from the tarot reader's prediction, and now she was here, ready to face whatever came next. Taylor found herself standing in a dingy room with a broken window. The floor was covered in a thin layer of dust and grime, and the air was thick with the smell of mold and mildew. The window was cracked, and the glass was missing in several places. There was a table in the middle of the room, and a chair was overturned next to it. The room was empty. There was no sign of life. Taylor's chest had never been tighter. Breathe, Sage, breathe. She took another step forward. There were no visible signs of life, but Taylor couldn't shake the spine-tingling feeling that she wasn't alone, that she was being watched. Taylor drew in a sharp breath and spun around suddenly, facing the door. Nothing. The air was still. She was just being paranoid. Sighing softly, she turned back around. Less than 4 feet away, the back wall of the cabin came into sight. The wall was lined with cabinets. Taylor's throat went dry. She crept toward the cabinets and placed a shaking hand on the door handle of one of them. Her throat tightened and her head spun as she pulled the door open. The cabinet was filled with decades of dust and cobwebs. Inside were only a few cans of food, a box of matches, and a few tattered magazines. Taylor's hands trembled as she closed the cabinet. She looked inside the rest of them with the same result. There was nothing here. Taylor hadn't found Angie. A sense of frustration flooded Taylor's chest. She clenched her fists in frustration. Why was she wasting her time at the cabin when she could be out there searching for Angie? Was this really the wrong spot? It made no sense. The symbol had brought her here. There was no way all of that was just a coincidence. "Where are you, Angie?"
Sample complete. Ready to continue?